So my name is Vishakha Karwal. I will be starting my final year of my specialized honors in financial and business economics at York University. I was a part of the 7th iteration of HAIIvVE, and I worked on a project with Aviva Canada. I have. That's actually how I wanted to be a part of HAIIvVE, because I did an insurance and risk management course at York, which really sparked the interest in me to explore the industry even more. So the course that I took, that introduced me to a lot of people from the industry who came to the class and shared their experience, which made the industry seemed a lot more fun and interesting. And as I was working on the project for the course, I got to know a lot more about how an insurance company works, their underwriting processes or their portfolio investments. So I really wanted to dive deep into it. Networking too, yeah, that's for sure very important, that I tried to do as a part of the course and also as a part of HAIIvVE. Yes, so my project was basically about net zero transition and how insurance industry could help that transition with the use of education, advocacy, government and industry collaboration. On a typical day in HAIIvVE, it would be like a 4-hour meeting where 30 minutes were with our industry mentors who would give us anything we needed from the industry perspective, any insights into the company, any industry data, everything was provided by them. And 30 minutes or so would be with an academic mentor who, if we have any questions regarding any academic literature, if we need help like analyzing data or anything of that sort, that would be helped by our academic mentor. It would be sometimes less than 30 minutes, sometimes more, depending on how much help we needed. And the rest 3 hours were just team time, us trying to get to know more about the project, get to know more about each other, how to figure out our presentations. We were working on VR as well, so a part of that was also figuring out how the VR works, because none of us had worked on it before. So overall, it's a very fun experience, I would say. Yes, so my project was basically about net zero transition and how insurance industry could help that transition with the use of education, advocacy, government and industry collaboration. On a typical day in HAIIvVE, it would be like a 4-hour meeting where 30 minutes were with our industry mentors who would give us anything we needed from the industry perspective, any insights into the company, any industry data, everything was provided by them. And 30 minutes or so would be with an academic mentor who, if we have any questions regarding any academic literature, if we need help like analyzing data or anything of that sort, that would be helped by our academic mentor. It would be sometimes less than 30 minutes, sometimes more, depending on how much help we needed. And the rest 3 hours were just team time, us trying to get to know more about the project, get to know more about each other, how to figure out our presentations. We were working on VR as well, so a part of that was also figuring out how the VR works, because none of us had worked on it before. So overall, it's a very fun experience, I would say. Yes, so since I've done like a few projects before, any soft skills like teamwork or communication, all of that was very transferable and helped me in my project. And as a part of my course, as I learned about the insurance industry and how a company works, it really helped me with the HAIIvVE project as well, because the basics of the insurance were kind of clear to us. We were more focused on the climate change and the net zero transition. Yeah, the major challenge would be dealing with the VR and the Meta Quest, how to figure that out. And yeah, as I said, we figured it out by just, with the help of mentors, by figuring some things out on our own, just hit and try, see like what button does what, trying to just figure out how it goes. And every little step was such an achievement. Like if we were able to see each other in the VRs, it was so fascinating. And then like gradually we ended up doing an entire presentation in the VR, which was crazy and like a very unique experience that I had. And yeah, it was challenging, but we made our way through. Yeah, I think one thing that I would like to mention is about climate change. Like as we were researching more and more about it, yes, insurance industry plays a very vital role in it, but at the same time, on a personal level, the fact that we can do so much and we don't really think about those things on a day-to-day basis, but that was a big like an eye opener and like an insight into what the actual like what is actually happening in the world in terms of climate change. So that was definitely one. And some of the other accomplishments were also working with Aviva Canada, and we tried to come up with some innovative strategies. We tried to introduce a business line. We came up with a campaign. So we did a bunch of different things to help with the net zero transition. And yeah, I think it was a very accomplishing experience to come up with those things. I think we, like as a team, we were a little bit nervous, but at the same time, we were confident because we had worked on it for so long and we sort of knew what we were talking about. And we had prepared for it for so long. Like we met up even outside of the working hours. We were making our slides, just trying to like perfect every little detail. And there were things in the like while presenting, we're like, oh, we forgot to mention this, or we didn't say a certain thing. But I think we did a decent job at it, like the way we prepared our slides and everything. Like we are satisfied regardless of how the results come out. Yeah, for sure. I made some amazing connections that I've spoken to my teammates even after our presentation was done. And networking is super important according to me, regardless of wherever you try to do it. And yeah, even our like mentors, they were super nice, showing up to every single meeting that sort of formed that meaningful connection with them over the 4 months. And now I know if I were to reach out to them, they would be there. They've been super sweet, the teammates. We actually, after the presentation, we went out for a celebratory lunch, and it was amazing. We've had like, we've bonded over the past 4 months. Yes, it has. Because now that I have a little bit of peek into what is it like, I think it's super fun. And insurance industry has so many different aspects to it that you can get into. It's not just like insurance, it's like you can get into auto, personal life, or like underwriting, anything that interests you, and also like sustainability as we worked on. So I think it can like actually drive change and make meaningful difference in people's lives, and that impact sort of attracts me to that industry. I would say whatever project you get, any topic, regardless how closely you connect with it or not, try to dive deep into it as much as you can, research about it, learn about it as much as possible to find something in it that you feel personally passionate about. Because then it will really drive you to those 4-hour meetings every week, and you would be much more excited to work on it. And overall, it'll just make the experience more fun. And yeah, like again, make connections, get to know your teammates on a personal level, get to know your mentors. And yeah, that'll just, you'll have fun, but working with those people will just shape the experience for you. Thank you for having me.